Hello and welcome to Clotho's character story. Right now is the event going on for the new project, new doll or new version of Centaurus here. And we know from the main story that Clotho and Centaurus have a strong connection to each other, and I think it's only appropriate if I do the Clotho story, which I did skip before the event starts. And yeah, all I know that she's also a tank doll, which is sometimes does more damage than all my team combined for whatever reason, but well, nevertheless. Yeah, let's start. Part 1. Midnight Echo. A creepy, unfamiliar song dissolving into the person from your dream. The Oasis outside the dormitories. A pair of kids walk hand in hand down the dark, quiet path. Let's just go back now, Max. If the professor finds out we are not in our dorm, they won't. Look, the ops room is still lit up. Even so, leaving the dorms without permission after bedtime is breaking the rules. Like, I care. It's not fair that only Harry's get a work super each time, so tonight we are both going to stay up all the way too. Miss Angela won't be happy to hear that. Oh, Hare? She will just say something like, bad kids get kidnapped by monsters, and so on. It's not like I'm actually a kid. You think I would fall for that? Before she finished speaking, the lyrics of an eternal song rose out of the depths of the alley. Soul away, soul away. Max, you hear that? Of course I did. Не тревожьте, солдат. The sound of high-heeled shoes landing on the ground slowly approached the pair, in time with the rhythm of the song. Ah! Did the monster really show up? Don't be scared. It must be Chelsea playing a prank again, right? But this voice isn't the same. Then it must have been a voice changer. A voice changer. Yeah, I will probably read the English part. Let the soldiers sleep a little. An unfamiliar form looms into the view of darkness of an alley. The long shadow cast by the light behind stretches out across the ground. Max, that doesn't look like Chelsea. Is Chelsea that tall? She must be up to something new. There's no such thing as a monster. Chelsea, that's enough for you pranks. Come with me to see the professor. The singing stops and the footsteps approach. The indistinct figure gradually halves into view. It is a tall female agent. She is carrying something on her back that is at least 2 meters long. A coffin. She lowers her eyes and looks down upon Max and Dushevnaya. You. Max struggles to stay calm and question this strange visitor before her. However, is not answered by the agent, but rather, you two! A strange and somewhat hoarse voice drifts out from the coffin. Beep. Max's eyes rolled up in her head, and she freezes in place. A neurocloud has crashed. Max, why did you crash now of all times? What am I supposed to do? Professor, Persicalia, I'm sorry. I will never go out with Max again. Please, save me. The agent stopped before the two of them, her golden eyes gazing upon them from above. Lost lambs, then you are. Do you wish to return with me? Beep! I think she crashed too. And here I believe we had found ourselves in an Eden which knew not to treat of death, but to think the living is this realm would be so fragile. What do we do now? How are we going to get directions? A guiding light shines within the mists of confusion. The agent's gaze lingers briefly on Max and Dushevne's body for a while before shifting to the only building in the Oasis that is still lit at this hour, the ops room. At the Oasis, in the operating room. Oh, thanks goodness, I'm no expert in this field, but I can tell that the two of them are fine. After I hurriedly lay Max and Dushevne on the couch, I return to their meeting room and take a closer look at the unfamiliar doll carrying the massive coffin. Thank you for bringing them over. Now, could you tell me what happened here? It seems the little sprouts could not bear the presence of a deceased, though it's quite the common sight outside. Which is why we have a greenhouse here, although it seems someone let the wind and snow in. Upon hearing my reply to them in kind, the expression on the face of the doll, who has been entirely unapologetic towards those two, changes at last. Oh ho ho ho, that's the professors of the Oasis for you! Can't believe you could actually keep up with our conversation. Thanks to my position, I have come into contact with many strange people. Oh? So you are not startled by us knocking on your door? I think this is the funny... I imagine that this coffin is the funny character. Well, the security system showed that everything is fine, which means you have a travel pass issued by myself or Persicaria. With that being the case, you must be fine, unless you are a better hacker than Antonida and could crack our firewall without leaving any traces behind. And what if we were capable of such a thing? Actually, I have been on guard against that ever since you stepped in the door. At least up until 2 seconds ago. Now I can completely relax. I tap my data terminal and an image of the visitor appears on the interface. They are Universal Anything Service dolls and agent of the NeuroCloud sector. Persicalia granted them a travel permit 7 hours ago. Now I can officially tell you this. Welcome to the Oasis. Would you like to handle the introduction? The doll is initially surprised, but then she smiles. Pardon the intrusion. I'm the Weaver of Fate, and she, who sent the deceased on the way, Clotho. Wait, but... Wait, who is the Clotho? What? She speaks for herself, right? This is my servant, Hel. This is the coffin. She is impatient by nature, and I apologize if he has given any offense, and I did not voice has she, but okay. I'm perfectly innocent. This professor here looks like they know how to handle things. I'm sure we'll get along. And I am professor of the Oasis. Your reputation precedes you. How does this place feel? Pretty good, I like it. Clotho waits gently, indicating that Hel should not interrupt our conversation. This place feels like it is in flourishing with life, and I can hardly sense any death here. Perhaps it's because we have built it together and filled it with endless vitality. As a reminder, this event was before all the entropics went into the Oasis. You're not opposed to such vitality. I'm glad you're not. I'm sure your calmness will blend right into the Oasis. Your sentiments are appreciated, but I must differ. Could you tell me why? The sun rises and sets, and the star shines and dim, while trees and flowers bloom and wither. All things live and die, but they all march towards the end. It is the same with the Oasis and with me. I must find my fated person, and I do not have the luxury of admiring this lovely scenery. Besides, I will be of no use in the Oasis. I told you before, didn't I? You will have a place to shine in the Oasis, don't worry about it. As for finding someone, well, do you not feel tired on the endless road of searching? I do, but that is not the reason for me to stop. Of course, I have not forgotten the help you gave me. Shall find a way to return your kindness. I'm not asking for you to stay so you can pay me back. Besides, think of it as taking a proper rest to prepare for a better beginning. How about this? Why not stay in the Oasis for a few days and think it over? We will treat you well, and if you still want to leave after that, we won't stop you either. Since you have said this much, I understand. It seems I have gotten here to stay for a while, and I slowly relax. Please wait here for a bit then. I will arrange for a place for you to stay. And of course, I need to put these two back where they belong. I leave Clotho in the meeting room, then return to my desk to make a call. It is soon answered. Are you still in the operating room, Master? Just 1 hour ago? You promised that you would rest on time, did you not? Yes, provided nothing else happened. There's been a little situation with Max and Dushevnia. The neural cloud have crashed. Situation? You mean? Relax, they are not in danger. I just need you to send them back to the dorm. I'm glad they are fine. Leave it to me then. Also, please arrange an empty room in the ladies' dorm. We will need one for one person and one box. Never mind. We will go with a double. Please arrange for a double room. Very well. I will do so now. After hanging up, I suddenly sense a strange mood in the air. An icy chill is pouring out from behind me. I reflexively turn and find a black shadow standing silently there. You? I Clotho, who has just shown up, and quickly regain my composure. What's wrong? Did you remember something? my surprise, I find that Clotho, who has always been quite inscrutable, now has teardrops failing in the corner of her eyes. That voice just now. It was... Just now? What voice? I have been searching for all this time. Gunsmoke and battlefields. From reality to the cloud server. I have been searching all this time. Wait, is the person you're looking for? How convenient. As confusion fills the air, the door to the operating room just so happened to open. I'm here, master! Upon seeing the person who has arrived, Clotho immediately says her name. Taurasi. Do she remember her? Taurasi stares at Clotho in shock, but only for a moment. Then her mouth curls up in the faint smile. It's been a while, Clotho. She knows her, so... The formerly aloof girl doesn't hesitate. She lunges at Taurasi, and what starts as intermittent sobs soon becomes full-blown wailing. Faced with this, Taurasi simply pats her shoulder gently and smiles. It's alright now. Maybe I should send Dushevnaya and... Pardon me, master. Give us a bit of time. Just a few moments will do. The sound of her palm gently patting Clotho's back blends with the trailing sound of her voice, then as so in time with that ethereal requiem. Taurasi begins telling a story from a long time ago. And this is where we find more background story, and probably the event will build on top of this. Prologue at dusk. The world grows hazy and dim as the sun sets behind the mountains. In the desert of southern Texas, a military vehicle races down a highway. Taurasi sits in the back seat, a yellowed letter in hand. This is a receiving contact with Universal Anything service. More than Father lent me a sum of money, which I have used to purchase long-term maintenance service for you. After your return, ownership will remain in my name, but you don't need to continue to work. You are free to pursue what you want to do. I have enlisted and am going to go searching for mother and father. Do not follow me, Raisi. Don't come to the battlefield. This is my last command to you as your master. I'm sorry that I was unable to say this to your face to face. I didn't dare. I'm sorry. Please, take care of yourself. Your little seals, always and forever. Wayne. She unconsciously struck the letter. The creases on it are no longer distinct, probably because she is open it too many times. Only the falling of the wind brings her back to her senses, and she carefully tucks the letter behind into her pocket. The sound of distant gunfire is slowly drawing closer, and the shape of military base in the distance is now clear. Laredo, military sector, outpost entrance. Logistic doll, please verify your information. Model Butler 36, name Taurasi, owner Wayne, sender Universal Anything Service. Now performing identity verification. Verification completed. Welcome, Centaurus here. Please register at the logistic department. Your queue number is 36. Thank you. He arrives at the designated waiting area, where a soldier seated on the bench is waiting to be called. What the hell? Another tin can? And you all supposed to be back in the factory pounding out ingots? Why are you running around to the war zone after one another? Centaurus ignores him. Instead, she silently finds an empty seat near the back of the room and sits down. What this? Don't even know how to answer a human being? Seriously, what the hell are those big corporations thinking? Sending us piles of scrap like this? Am I going to be stuck talking to them in the logistics? Frustrated, the soldier turns and reveals the crutch in front of him. Do you understand the words that are coming from my mouth? Yes, I do. But your words just now could not be recognized as an effective order, and you do not have officer permissions, so you cannot issue orders to me. Why, you... Just as the soldier is about to fly into a fit of rage, the whitely sound of a door opening suddenly comes down the corridor. We made in. Ma'am, I can't count how many mouthfuls of sand we have to swallow on the way here, although I don't have a mouth. Please remain quiet while waiting in line. The tall doll in black approaches while carrying a massive coffin, her face blank. Upon seeing her, the soldier's expression changes from frustration to fearful. Shit, she even brought that out. Your tin can. Next, number 35. Just then, an announcement fills the air. The soldier immediately sees the excuse to limp off. Thank you for your help just now. I did not do anything. I know, but I am thankful nonetheless. Perhaps it's because she recognized the other doll of being from USA as well, but Centaurus felt relieved. She indicates that Clotho should take a seat too. Thinking nothing of it, I have often said that I'm quite a badass, seeing as how I can tear assholes off just by standing here, but nobody believed me. You have seen the proof of now, right? That soldier was hardly an asshole. Perhaps he was just being oversensitive on account of being taken off the front line. Such things are not uncommon on the battlefield. Say, miss, you look like you have seen a lot and understand people well, but most importantly, you look cool as hell. Is that the legendary maid outfit? Thank you for your prize. Your appearance is also quite unique. Centaurus looks very cute. I know, right? I think so too. Why don't we make friends? You can call me Hel, and this is my master Clotho. I am the domestic service doll Centaurus here. Pleased to meet you. Your master seems a little reluctant to speak. Is this her first time at the military camp? Of course, military camps are not as common now as they were 10 plus years ago. Of course I didn't personally see what things were like 10 plus years ago, seeing that I'm not that old, but that's what my database says. Still, she's not keeping quiet because she's afraid of ghosts, isn't that right? With death as our oldest friend, what's there to fear about a stranger or two? Okay. Thing's kind of a lame joke. It's not quite enough to cheer her up. Don't worry, just give her a while and she will be much better. Then I hope you and your master will be in better spirit tomorrow, Hel. Thanks, Miss Centaurus. After all, we might end up being colleagues soon, right? Nobody likes walking with their sauropus. So, you need to cheer up too, Clotho. Next, number 36. Pardon me, but I must take my leave. What a coincidence that she also got her number. No problem. All the best, Miss Centaurus. Centaurus nods and then bids the strange pair farewell inside the logistics office. Reporting. Come in. Taurus enters the room and reflexively stands at attention with proper military posture. Upon seeing her do so, the office tightly knit brows relax a little. Formation? Oh my god! Who is this lady? This is Centaurus, and I know that Centaurus is also doll from, well, I mean, all of them are dolls from Girls Frontline 1. So I bet this is her costume and it looks good. Sir, I have uploaded it to your terminal, sir. Huh, that was fast. Let's see, Universal Anything Service. I thought all they produced were husks of junk. A jointly developed doll. No, this is new. The military officer looks up and carefully studies Centaurus once again. Not bad. Better looking than the others too. You don't belong to the signee of the contract. And we have to pay if you get broken? And why is that expensive? Are they trying to make a quick buck of this? Centaurus says nothing. All she does is watch as the officer gaze flickers rapidly between the terminal screen and herself, until his piercing gaze gradually settles down. Let me think. So Swarok was involved in your development. That lord uplifted you with the combat modules. Sir, the Butler 36 is equipped with the newest model of combat module, sir. Excellent, then you won't break so easily. Still, remember your work area and avoid the combat zones. If your brain short circuits and you get blown up because you run out of the defense zone, then I'm not going to pay for it. Yes, sir. The officer closes the data file and brings up the registration interface. Military ID code authorized. Travel permission ID code authorized. Good afternoon, Centaurus here. Welcome to Frontline Base 2799 of the Laredo Military Sector. Your assignment is to clear all the residence areas within the base. 27099. Your time limit is 72 days. During this time, you must obey relevant orders from Austin Military Command. You do not need to provide service not mentioned within the contract. All repair fees, recycling fees, and so on included within the service area will be paid to your owner by Universal Anything Service. Once your task is complete, Universal Anything Service will retrieve you from the Laredo living area. Your break room is number 105 in Block C. The emergency repair equipment and neurocloud diagnosing equipment sent by your dispatcher have already been sent there. Registration complete. Sir, understood, sir. Then stop standing around and get your ass over to the residential area. Get familiar with your assignments and don't get into a fight with those clowns. Sir, understood, sir. I will complete my assignment, sir. Military Base 2799. Residential area. The moment Centaurus shows up in the common area with her cleaning tools, she immediately draws the soldier's attention. Wow, we got ourselves a new Tin Man. Holy crap, have they changed dolls already? Why not spend the money on guns instead? You can't scheme off the top when it comes to the guns, but it's different for dolls. Look at how skinny her limbs are. Doesn't it make you think they chipped out on her construction? Dude, it's all about smaller hitboxes and still maintaining the strength. You don't get it. What if it's that old geese Andrew fetish? Oh, Andrea is probably the boss. Centaurus ignores the debate and proceeds straight to the table. Excuse me, please. I need to clean this area. I need to clean this area? Just listen to her, she sounds just like an officer. We go out there and risk our lives day in day out, and all we get in return is a tin can like this to take care of the cleaning. According to Base 2799's schedule, this is no free training time. Cleaning the rest area during this time is in accordance with the regulations. And now she's talking back. Do you know how the last cleaning doll got broken? The soldier sneers at her as he flexes his arms. Centaurus takes a couple of steps back without saying a word, preparing to activate her self-defense program. You lot, you think this is a playground? A soldier suddenly enters the room. He has one hand on his waist and the other is holding an old-style clockwork pocket watch, and the epaulets on his shoulders reveal his rank. Lieutenant. Good, you remember that I am Lieutenant. You have 30 seconds to give me a reason why you are in here when you should be out training. If you can give me a good enough reason, then you can do 20 laps around the track and then follow it up with 100 push-ups. You especially, Peter, if I hear you use Colon Andre's name without his rank again, you can get the hell out of this camp. Sir, yes, sir. You are just slacking around. You have half an hour to do what I told you now. Get lost. The officer shakes his pocket watch for emphasis, and the soldier immediately flees. Are you the new cleaning doll? I'm the lieutenant here. Lieutenant Albert. Thank you very much. I'm Centaurus here. Sorry about our people. Still, I hope you won't write them off as useless dumps. Fighting for so long makes people a little floppy in the head. I will advise the higher-ups to tighten up on regimentation. I understand, sir. Good. You're more disciplined than that lot from before. I once served in a soldier's family, sir. They could stand to learn a thing or two from you. Finish up your work then. If this happens again, feel free to come to me anytime. Understood, sir. As she watches him leave, Centaurissa thinks to herself that walking here might not be too bad. Near the military base on the highway leading to the war zone. Ah, this walking environment sucks. Don't be so loud when we are on this patch, Hel. But I can't take it anymore. Are you saying you can? That logistic office was just going on too far. He was bossing us around and pointing us here and there from the moment he saw us. And what was that about none as well made as the dolls just now, cheap goods and so on? Then he just sent us out here on an assignment without another word. But the most important thing is, what the hell is this with this tiny bike? I can't believe the two of us have to squeeze onto a small thing like this to clear out the battlefield. Calm down, Hel. Do not frighten away the wandering spirits. I can sense many of them up ahead. Fine. What is it? This? Oh, where's me? On the battlefield. An intense firefight just ended 4 hours ago, leaving nothing but rubble in its wake. Clotho easily hefts the gigantic coffin onto her back and gingerly steps forward. The back of her mortician outfit looks a little sinister amid the smoke piling the battlefield. Well, this is our first time coming to a place like this. What a mess. We'll be a hurry, Clotho. There are still airstrikes hitting the surrounding areas intermittently. Clotho does not answer Hel. Instead, she closes her eyes and quietly chats. A strong light seems to be leaking through her closed eyelids. I have found it. What is it? What is it? Lingering warmth. There's a spirit here that still bears attachments to the world. It is here. The sound of breathing is faintly audible through a pile of rubber from a collapsed wall. Clotho cautiously and swiftly goes to work. Excavating the rocks, a soldier on his last legs appears before her. So bright. Am I saved? We are here to guide your soul. The soldier shifts his nearly immobile neck, his eyes filled with the fears of hope. However, when he sees Clotho, the light of hope turns to fear. What are you trying to do? You pile of scrap. The wanderer is still on the shores of the Styx. What the hell are you saying? Get lost! Please, lie within. I will return you to the land of the living. Clotho indicates to Hel, whose lid automatically opens. I think she will heal him, right? You want to put me in a coffin? I'm alive, not dead, you goddamn doll! Are you blind or something? The guidance was not in error. I understand that you are among the living. Please do not be afraid. Clotho explains herself in earnest, but the soldier seems to be confused. Going to die. My spine's starting to hurt. But even if I am going to die, I don't want to die down here. Please do not relinquish your grip upon this world. My spine, my leg. I know I'm screwed. There's no way I'm making it through this. Daniel's gone, and so is Sergei. We are all going to buy the farm here. I knew it from the start. Clotho doesn't speak. All she does is approach the soldier as slowly as possible, while clearing away the debris around him. The coffin side touches the soldier's extended left hand. His eyes glaze over, and his finger unconsciously scratch at the coffin. It's kinda ticklish. Clotho immediately pets Hel, indicates that she should be quiet. So cold. It's the spell of metal. My grandpa was a blacksmith. When I was young, I would watch him work every day. That was when I met Sophia. It was a spring evening. We were both young, and I had not been conscripted for national service yet. I got married, and then I was conscripted. Sophia made boots and a jacket for me. I need to show you my boots. My boots. Why did my leg go? That's right. That shell hit me, and... Sophia. How will you raise Tatiana? She's only 3 years old. The injured soldier voice gradually trails off. He reaches out to Clotho, grabbing widely, as if in search of hope. Sophia, Tatiana. You need to hurry, Clotho. The next round of airstrikes is coming. Before the wounded soldier hand can fall, Clotho grabs it. Clotho. His soul needs guidance. I don't want to die. I want to go home. Don't want to die. Mama, save me, Mama. It's coming, Clotho. A whistling sound comes from overhead. Hel turns and forms an angle against the broken wall to shelter Clotho and the injured soldier under care as best as she can manage. The air trembles and the sky burns, and the wounded soldier, weeping, gradually stops. After what seems like forever, the bombardment finally stops. Below the newly heated pile of rubber, a rectangular coffin protrudes. Good thing I don't have a mouth, or else I would be full of ash. You okay, Clotho? Clotho dusts off the shrapnel stuck in her body, and her deformed body modules, then looks away. I'm fine. She closes her eyes and begins chanting again. The strong light shines from beneath her eyelids once again. I cannot feel it anymore. Death came in the end. Hel, we should begin the burial. Are you serious? Going to bury someone in a place like this? It is kind of good, though. To comfort the living and the dead in order to prevent the living from being lost in the pain, and the dead from wandering alone in misery, that is my job. Alright, alright. I refuse voicing Hel as a female. I think it's very comedic male person, if you know where I'm referring to. Now performing radial verification. Now performing verification of religion. Paint verification output complete. Clotho stands up, raises her hands together, and then begins reciting the eulogy. Before the Lord changes a mortal to light, he first guided him through the course of his life. Death has destroyed your body, but saved your soul. In the sorrow of death, your soul has found freedom. May your ashes rest in peace. Clotho stores the soldier's body inside the coffin and slings it over her back. She continues forward with uneven strides. Her mortician's monochrome outfit has become even more raged from the expression before. Now, even in the battlefield, swathed with smoke, it is no longer out of place. Military Base 2799. Back to Centaurus. After hearing Clotho's report, the soldier turns gloomy. Matui. So he's gone too. That means the whole squad is gone. That's 32 people in all, right? Is that all you brought back? Some bodies were no longer intact. Is making excuses all you know how to do, you incompetent doll? And he got struck. Hey, why are you hitting me? Oh, Hel got struck. You shut up! What the hell kind of lunatic would put a neural cloud in a coffin anyway, you freak? And something got struck too. He punches Hel again, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. The soldier grabs his swollen right hand and grits his teeth as he glares at the two of them. You goddammit, you! This tin can must be a jinx. We have got corpses enough as it is, but now it's waving its coffin around in front of us. Get the hell out of here, you trash! And that's so mean. Considering you have got enough energy to mess around like this, can I assume that this morning's training was too light? Just as the soldiers are about to physically throw Clotho out of the building, the voices from the doorway grabs everyone's attention. Lieutenant, we were just messing around. Then do all Rex say you get to lay hands on our support dolls? Sir, it's the fault of these tin cans for not being capable enough, sir. She was assigned to collect bodies, but she didn't finish her job. The numbers don't match, sir. If I hit you with an artificial right now, your corpses won't be add up either. Stop making a fuss about nothing. This isn't your first day on the battlefield. Have you never seen a corpse before? Mind your own business and stop wasting time. If you want to avenge them, then make sure your guns are clear. All of you, start doing laps. The time starts now. Yes, sir. The soldiers stink off again. Albert wipes his pocket watch and approaches Clotho. Oh, that was super cool, Lieutenant. No wonder you are in charge of them. Thank you very much. I have a bad feeling about this Lieutenant because he doesn't really make good friends with everyone here on the base and only protecting dolls. probably will end up not very well. Save it. You do your job, and I will do mine. That's enough. I hope you won't be biased against them either. They have just been under a lot of stress. Even though it might not seem that way, I saved quite a few of their lives, so they will listen to me. The same goes for you. Got that? If you do your job well, people will naturally respect you. That's how the military works. Yes, next time I will do my best to keep the souls of the living in the world. That's good. Oh yes, if you want to thank someone, you should thank that little miss too. She called me over here. I only taught her this morning, but she picked it up so quickly. The lieutenant turns to the side, revealing a blonde-haired doll behind him. Upon noticing Clotho's gaze, she nods to her. You are? Oh, it's Miss Centaurus. There's been in art on you, Clotho. This outfit, oh, she's so cute. Look at this. We ought to introduce ourselves probably, on account of how we are going to be colleagues after this. Grave moon sigh, another scar on a wounded heart, like the moon streaking through the night sky. A week later, inside their logistic office. You did very well at all categories at your assessments. Who knows, you might end up being the doll who will last the longest here at Centaurus here. So long as this place doesn't get blown up, that is. Centaurus is getting more interesting and I love this outfit. She's such a cool doll. Thank you for your prizes, sir. I'm serious. You have adapted really fast. I thought every tin can would need a break-in period of 10 to 15 days, like the last one. Sir, the work here is very similar to my previous job. Cleaning the barracks on time, washing clothes, preparing meals. I have been trained to do that before. But that's not the same. Even if this is a real echelon base, we might be sent to the front lines on any time, or we might get ambushed or killed on our way back like that squad from the last time. Everyone's under a lot of pressure from the leaves of death, so they often abuse dolls who take it out on them. That sort of things. But you haven't complained about it even once. Sir, I am outfitted with combat modules and I can defend myself appropriately. Also, it might also be the effect of Lieutenant Albert concern for us dolls. Anyway, that's not the issue. The important thing is, you have done a good job. Ah, forget it. Why am I even explaining all this to a doll? In any case, you did well, so keep it up. Thank you very much, sir. She's so cute. Centaurus pauses. Upon hearing the officer talk about ambushes, he told to go to Clotho. A question, if I may ask, sir? Go ahead. May I ask how Clotho, that doll who came with me, is doing? I hear she's very busy now since she has to take care of those sudden situations. So she is rarely in the base. Yeah. Well, she is walking. Frankly speaking, anybody could do that job, so we are not really particular. I hope luck is on her side and she doesn't get shelled to bits. Right. You shouldn't be worried too much about irrelevant things. Carry on with your work. Yes, sir. At the rest area. Hey, look how it is. It's Base 27's Iron Maid. It's break time now and the lieutenant is out, so you can't do anything to us now. Excuse me, I need to clear this area. As cold as ever. Forget it, Peter. You want her to hit you again. She sure opened her eyes last time. I wonder who had all the free time to teach his doll how to fight. Even though they talk tough, the soldiers still obediently move aside and continue playing their little games. You lost again, Peter. Shut up. Again. Let's go again. They do somersaults at the music play, and occasionally they roll around on the ground. It seems they are competing in physical abilities. Please be careful to not knock the pail over. Did you hear that, Peter? She thinks you are getting in the way. Aren't you almost mouthy today, Hank? And you, doll? How dare you say I'm getting in your way? Why don't you give it a try then? Go around with me and we will see exactly who is better. Good lord, are you trying to test your strength against a doll? Why won't you try going head to head with a tank and see who is tougher? What's so scary about a tank? Not like I haven't gone up against one before. And look, I'm alive and well, ain't I? Alright. Give it a rest. He will end up drinking himself stupid again at this rate. Hey, it's Centaurus here. We will let you finish up quickly. So, don't go rating us out to the lieutenant. The group lives in a cloud of noise. Centaurus thinks about what others have said to her. This is our lieutenant. The same goes for you, got that? If you do your job well, people will naturally respect you. That's how the military works. Anyway, that's not the issue. The important thing is you have done a good job. That does seem to be the case. She looks toward the dorms. Clotho's door is still tightly shut. She must be out on an assignment again. I hope she's sorting things out on her side too. For some reason, she seems to be a little hung up on Clotho. What she doesn't know is that Clotho is currently carrying out her toughest assignment she has had this week. On the highway near the base. Ah, this fire, the smoke, this highway! I actually like this stretch of road. It's true. I used to count all the little white sprites, whatever we passed in. How come it's like this after just a day? So much for the ethics of war. The enemy just blew the whole thing up. Do not be so noisy when we are on dispatch, Hel. Okay, got it. We need to find all those unfortunate souls who were here when the airstrike hit, right? I will help you out, though. I don't have those handy eyes of yours. Unfortunately, those soldiers who were bullying you are off duty today. Wouldn't it be nice if you were collecting them instead? This is very mean, Hel. Don't say such things. Everyone is equal in the face of death. But those guys are just assholes. The only good one among them is that Lieutenant Mr. Albert. Yeah, Mr. Albert's one of the good ones. And you probably already know what that means for this story. While Hel is grumbling, Clotho has already closed her eyes and begun her chanting. The familiar light shines from below her eyelids. She reminds me of Cascadia somehow. What's wrong? Why is it taking so long today? Is it a big one or maybe a little one? Is it hard to tell? Alright, take your time and look. I won't rush you. I will just stand here and keep the sand out of you. I will try to be quiet, I promise. Found it. Clotho leaves the highway and heads toward a nearby slope. God lord, is it part of a truck? I can't believe it got blown up all the way here. Okay, you deal with it, Clotho. Move this aside, easy does it. Upon moving the obstacle away, Clotho's expression changes for the first time. This is... Wait. Isn't this the lieutenant? Yeah, that's... I'm not even surprised. Is that you, Clotho? Clotho stares at him and freezes up. Looks like I was lucky today. Can say the same for my driver, though. That's good. He repeats his little motto and feels around for his pocket watch with the right hand that's pinned against his chest. Don't raise your head. I know my neck better than you do. 3:57 p.m. You found me in just over half an hour. That's good. Don't just stand here. That's your coffin over there, right? Put me in. Your soul still lingers in this world. I will guide you. Clotho clears the wreckage of the vehicle quickly and quietly, without hesitation. So dolls can lie to people too. My time has come and I know that. It was a bit more sudden than I expected, but I knew it would happen someday. I have to trouble you with the rest. Make me look good, and those punks won't hassle you. Your soul still lingers in this world. I will guide you. Well, if you insist. I wonder, just how long will this war last? Albert, breathing grows weaker, but Clothos continue walking. Hel. Yes, I'm on it. I'm ready, everything is ready, so please hang in there a little longer, Mr. Lieutenant Sir. The temperature and humidity are all okay. There's sufficient ventilation too. Just hold on a little longer. People have made it out of here alive. It's true. I guarantee you it 100%. May I be struck by lightning if I lie. Not that I'm afraid of lightning strikes, but I can sweat on it. Albert has already passed out by the time Clotho can safely extract him from the wreckage. His faint breath are the only answer. His chances of survival are less than 0.3%. Hel, hurry! I'm ready, no problem. She puts Albert into the coffin. Sealing complete. Stability confirmed. He won't be affected by vibration. Clotho, there's no time to waste. Clotho flings Hel onto her back and hurries back the way she came. Yeah, you almost knew this will happen to the lieutenant. It's That's story 101. At the rest area. Throws up. You absolute clown. I knew there was no damn way you could hold it. Then Doris, Peter throw up. Clean up, please. Alright. Please, sit Peter upright so his vomit does not flow back into his windpipe. Okay, so I should hold him like this? God. Mama, are you there? Throws up. Damn, Peter. Do you have your sack in your mouth, you stupid... A lot of profanity words, okay? I will help you wash your clothing and send them to the appointment room. Please remain calm. Alright then, otherwise I will make Peter do it. Let's see. So this is not Peter. Where's Peter? We don't know who is Peter from demo. Ah, why don't you politely go and ask the enemy not to splash you in the face with blood when you are in the trenches? Why are only a baddest at home? Beep 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 beep, the sound of an incoming transmission filled the air and interrupted the soldiers' feuding. Huh? What does that hunk of junk coming back have to do with me? A rescue signal? For whom? Soldier's face turns pale as he ends the transmission and waves soldiers be over. The lieutenant is in trouble. Charlie, get the medicine. Peter. I will take care of Peter. Soldier C nods to her and runs out of the hall with the other soldiers. Lieutenant Albert smile flashed through her process module. She dismissed the notation of going after them immediately and sent Soldier R back to his cleaned room. 1 minute later at the base entrance. The medics are still getting ready. Where is the rescue signal? We will check it out. See it, over there. The soldiers run off of the base and gingerly unload the coffin from Clotho's back. The others surge forwards and shove Clotho aside. What the hell? Relax and stop touching me. I'm opening it up already. What's going on? What's happening? How is the lieutenant? Albert lies still inside the coffin, his face pale. Lieutenant, hey Lieutenant, wake up! He's not breathing. It's okay, he can still be saved, I'm sure of it. Ah, that's right. I have seen the medics bring back people like that before. They can save you even if your heart stops. Damn it, where the hell are the medics? You're right, we need to start CPR. The soldiers seem unusually high-strung. They remove Albert from the coffin and lay him on the ground before starting CPR on him. We'll be okay as long as we hold until the medics arrive. Albert's cold chest is covered with blood and dust. Tears well up in the corner of the eyes of the soldier performing CPR on him. He quickly wipes them away, leaving a comical smear on his face. I think it's way too late. The last cry of the soldiers she buried a few days earlier still echoes in the Clotho's ear, and she finds that this living soldier sounds just like him. They are filled with despair, like a trapped beast, thrashing around in mud and blood. Death has its roots in him. His soul is bound for the far shore. You shut the hell up! The soldiers seem to have found an outlet for their emotions. One of them gets up, his hands balled into fists and his eyes bloodshot. You took your sweet time running back and killed him! And you still have the nerves to say that? Clotho lifts her head from where she's been knocked on the ground. The skin on her face is slightly ripped. Hey, come on, cool it! It was my fault. Damn. This is such a tough situation. Clotho, don't say that. You're just asking for... Soldier Six kicks the coffin away and stalks over the Clothos with his first lunches. Well, since you have admitted, there's nothing more to say, is there? Oi, you're going too far. Go regret what you did to yourselves if you want. But why do you have to beat up dolls? Clotho was just doing her job. It was my fault. If I had been faster, then that life, which was still attached to this world, would not have had to journey across the river. It was my fault. I'm sorry. The soldiers freeze up, from emptiness to remorse to misery. His face controls with various expressions. What's the point of you saying all that now? His hand remains in the air, like he's going to hit Clotho, and then it falls back down limply. Damn it! God damn it! Why? Why I won't let those F's who blew up the road get away? Everyone, the medical team has arrived. The Taurasi leads the meds over. She takes a look around before silently putting Clotho behind her. I understand that everyone must be in great pain right now, but let us take control of the lieutenant first. Yeah. The soldiers who has been so worked up just now are silent. Despite being so round and troubled normally, they carefully lift Albert up and lay him on the stretchers that the medic brought over. Clotho watches as they leave, going further and further away, until they are swallowed up by the grayish-white building and vanish from sight. Clotho and Centaurisi walk down the corridor side by side. Oh my god, please tell me he survived it. If he survived it and then be like, Clotho actually saved me, it will be such a good plot point. But I think it's going more. It will go worse and worse in this military base. Thank you for just now. I didn't really do much. Machines are worn down by the passage of time, but simulated personalities are like seeds, which rarely change despite their circumstances. There is no doubt that your heart is like a shining jewel. You helped me out once, this is nothing. No, flowers all bloom in their own ways, and so do dolls. That incident hardly bears mentioning. Let it fade just as the blossom wither. Why do you say that? Hi, Miss Lovely Centaurus here. After being in contact with death for so long, even dolls are bound to get all pessimistic. I know that. I respect the opinion of others, so you do not need to worry. During this brief conversation, Clotho arrives at the door to her room and stops. This intersection of destinies ends here, Centaurus. Maybe we meet again. Alright, see you again. Clotho nods and opens the door to her room. A cold wind blows out from inside, and Centaurus reflexively glances within. The window is broken, and you do not have a self-service maintenance bench. Is this a failure in the logistic department planning? The pain of losing one's friend and family needs to be vented somewhere. Not all humans are good eggs. When the winds broke, the logistic office was just like that window there. They just couldn't help their mouth shut about docking her pay for it and all. Fortunately, I'm in a coffin and I can help Clotho block out the wind and rain, but I can't sprout 8 arms and legs. Even if you were not a coffin, you might not have 8 arms and legs. And even if you had 8 arms and legs, you might not be able to make this room habitable, even for a doll. Oh, I like how you put that, Miss Centaurus here, even if it is a little cruel. The living always tend towards destruction, and the path of a doll ends in decay. This is my only refuge. I have nowhere else to go but here. Centaurus look at her artificial skin, which has split open. The machinery bollows has been deformed too. It ran across Clotho's cheeks, like a dripping wound. Come stay in my place until I tidy this place up. There's no need to sign. This is my destiny. Huh? Clotho's eyes open. Wow, you're so kind and gentle, Miss Centaurus here. But why? To stand back and leave a mess untended goes against my principles. I'm currently responsible for this area, and permitting a mess like this to exist is a failure on my part as a maid. I will take care of this afterwards. Go to my room for now. You need help both inside and outside, Clotho. Come with me. Come with you? Clotho repeats those words in a daze, as though this is the first time someone has spoken them to her. Meanwhile, Centaurus has already turned to leave. Clotho leaves the chilly room behind her and follows in the blonde hair doll's footsteps without much second thoughts. And I think with that we do end the first part here. Sadly, we didn't figure out if the lieutenant has survived or not. I hope everything goes fine in this military camp. There are still about the same to go through. So yeah, I will say see you in the part 2. Thank you for watching and listening. Wish you a good day, night, afternoon, and see you on more Neuro Cloud.